When was the last time you opened a history book? What if I told you that everything you know might be wrong? Human history may be far older and much more complex than we've ever imagined. There are artifacts, footprints, and structures that baffle even modern science. These discoveries suggest that humanity reached the Americas tens of thousands of years earlier, possibly coexisted with dinosaurs, and even discovered nanotechnology during the Roman Empire. Today, we are going to explore those 5 mysterious discoveries that even modern science struggles to explain. Get ready, because this journey into the past might change the way you look at the future. The White Sands footprints, America's hidden timeline. We begin our journey with a discovery that shatters long-held beliefs about the first inhabitants of the American continent, the White Sands footprints. In White Sands National Park, New Mexico, footprints were discovered belonging to a woman and a child who were tracking a massive animal. But when scientists dated these prints, the results sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Radiocarbon dating on seeds and sediment layers showed the prints were made between 21,000 and 23,000 years ago. What does this mean? The prevailing theory suggested that humans arrived in the Americas no earlier than 13,000 to 16,000 years ago. These footprints indicate that humans were present during the last glacial maximum, when much of the continent was covered in ice. Furthermore, the tracks prove that we coexisted in the same area and at the same time as megafauna, like giant sloths and mammoths, whose extinction was thought to predate humanity. This ancient timeline is now being confirmed by numerous independent laboratories. Puma Punku, architectural marvel of lost technology. Now we turn our attention to the ruins of Puma Punku in Bolivia, situated on the Altiplano Plateau, nearly 4,000 meters above sea level. Engineers and archaeologists who visit this ancient complex all come away with the same question: how? Some stone blocks at Puma Punku weigh over 100 tons. Since no trees grow at this high altitude, it would have been impossible to use traditional wooden rollers to transport these colossal masses. The real shock, however, lies in the stone's cutting precision. They are carved into H blocks that interlock perfectly, with a precision that seems to mimic modern CNC machinery. The Tiwanaku civilization, circa 500 to 1000 CE, who built the site, left no official record explaining how they mastered such advanced engineering and material science. This has fueled alternative theories, such as the site being a remnant of a more advanced lost civilization. Puma Punku remains a silent yet massive testament to a technology we may have forgotten. Bhimbetka microlithic tools. Stone Age sophistication. Deep inside the Bhimbetka rock shelters of India, archaeologists unearthed some of the most delicate tools in human history, the microlithic tools. Dating back to the Mesolithic period, roughly 30,000 to 10,000 years ago, these miniature instruments were carved with incredible precision. Blades, arrowheads, and even geometrically shaped cutters were made from chalcedony, a material notoriously difficult to work with using primitive tools. The mystery lies in their scale and craftsmanship. How were these small, fragile pieces manufactured with such perfect cuts using the rudimentary tools of the time? Researchers suggest this precision points to a level of dexterity and material knowledge among Stone Age hunter-gatherers that is far more advanced than generally believed. Bhimbetka is solid proof of how sophisticated a seemingly simple era could truly be. The ICA Stones, dinosaurs and flying machines. We now turn to perhaps the most controversial artifacts on our list, unearthed in the Ica province of Peru, the ICA Stones. These thousands of carved andesite stones defy all scientific rules with their depictions. They show humans coexisting with dinosaurs, figures using telescopes, and, most notably, people operating flying machines similar to modern airplanes. If authentic, these carvings would require us to completely discard everything we know about prehistoric life and civilization. However, here is the critical point. The farmer, Basilio Ushuya, who sold a large number of these stones, later admitted under pressure from the Peruvian government that he had carved the images himself. He even demonstrated how he used a dental drill to engrave the stones and bake them in cow dung to create an aged patina. Today, the scientific community widely dismisses the vast majority of the Ica stones as a masterful hoax. Yet the tale remains popular among those who seek evidence outside mainstream historical narratives. The Lycurgus Cup, Roman nanotechnology. Our final discovery is an artistic artifact embedded with incredible technology, the Lycurgus Cup. This Roman glass cage cup, dating back to the 4th century, appears opaque green when lit from the front, but magically shifts to a brilliant blood red when light shines through it from behind. For centuries, this color-changing ability remained a mystery. However, microscopic analysis in the 1990s solved the mystery, revealing a truth far more astonishing than magic. The Roman artisans were using nanotechnology. They had embedded the glass with colloidal gold and silver nanoparticles, which are thousands of times smaller than a grain of table salt. These particles scatter light in a unique way, causing the color to change based on the viewing angle and light source. This makes the Lycurgus Cup one of the oldest known synthetic nanocomposites. The cup stands as powerful evidence that the ancient world possessed a mastery of material science far beyond what we give them credit for. From the ancient footprints of white sands to the impossible cuts of Puma Punku and the ancient nanotech marvel of the Lycurgus Cup, these discoveries suggest that our past may be far more meandering and surprising than the linear progression we learned in schools. Every artifact challenges the limits of human ingenuity and reminds us how many secrets remain to be discovered. Do you believe humanity possessed advanced, forgotten technologies in the past? Or did history simply unfold in a slow, steady progression, as scientists suggest? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more mysteries. See you on the next journey into the unknown.